ഹായ് ഗൈസ്, എന്നാ ഉണ്ട്? വെൽക്കം ടു അലമാര. ഇന്ന് അലമാരയിൽ നമ്മൾ കഴിഞ്ഞ ദിവസം ഇഗ്നോയുടെ ഭാഗത്തുനിന്ന് ഇഗ്നോയുടെ ഒഫീഷ്യൽസ് ഒരു ലൈവ് സെക്ഷൻ വന്നിരുന്നു. ആ ലൈവ് സെക്ഷനിൽ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾ അവരുടെ നിരന്തരമായ കുറേയധികം ചോദ്യങ്ങളും അവരുടെ കുറേയധികം സംശയങ്ങൾ അവരോട് ചോദിച്ചു. പ്രൊമോഷനെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിട്ട്, പ്രൊമോഷൻ എന്നാണ് റിസൾട്ട് വരുന്നത് അതിനെക്കുറിച്ചിട്ട്, പിന്നെ പ്രൊമോഷൻ്റെ മറ്റ് കാര്യങ്ങളെക്കുറിച്ച്, അസൈൻമെൻറ്റ് സബ്മിഷൻ്റെ ഇപ്പോൾ നിലവിലുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ, പിന്നെ കോഴ്സിൻ്റെ സംബന്ധമായ കാര്യങ്ങളും, പിന്നെ നമുക്കിപ്പോൾ 34ാമത് കോൺവൊക്കേഷൻ 34th കോൺവൊക്കേഷൻ ഡേറ്റ് വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. ആ ഡേറ്റിൻ്റെ കാര്യങ്ങളെക്കുറിച്ചിട്ടൊക്കെ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ വിശദമായ ആ ലൈവ് സെക്ഷൻ്റെ കുറച്ച് ഏതാനും ഭാഗങ്ങളാണ് നമുക്കിന്ന് കാണുന്നത്. വീഡിയോ അവസാനം വരെ കാണുക. വളരെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആണ് ഇഗ്നോയിൽ പഠിക്കുന്ന എല്ലാ സ്റ്റുഡൻസിനും. ഓക്കെ.
Admission for certificate programs and semester-based programs is closed. By semester-based programs, I mean programs which have a semester base and for which students would be appearing for the first semester examination in the coming month of June. Admission to programs like BCA, MCA, PGDCA, Diploma in Business Process Outsourcing, PG Diploma in Information Security, and in all the PG Diplomas of Management. The last date is over. But good news is that the last date for yearly program, that is Diploma, PG Diploma, undergraduate and postgraduate programs, is still open. Process of admission is completely online and very, very simple. All you have to do is visit our online admission portal, that is ignoadmission.samarth.edu.in. I'm sure you are familiar with this. And register yourself by giving your valid email and mobile. Once you register, you can choose the program, select the program of your choice, select the regional center of your choice, select the study center of your choice, fill up your personal details, your correspondence details, you choose the courses, upload your photograph, upload your certificates, pay the fee online, and that's it. We process your applications and you get, if your admission is confirmed, you get an online confirmation instantly. If we find that there is a discrepancy in your application, you again get an update, you get an opportunity to upload the required documents if you have not uploaded that. Once you do that, we again process your application, and if we find that everything is in order, we approve it and you get the confirmation. What is important is that you also can download your QR code based student identity card from your login. So far more than 3,70,000 students have registered on our portal already. Students who have completed the process is a little less than that.
Okay.
So we are very happy to notice this development, that even during these difficult times of pandemic,
Good number of students are.
people, all of you are reposing your faith in this institution. And as Dr. Shanmugam just announced, Indira Gandhi National Open University has been awarded A++ grade by National Assessment and Accreditation Council. What this essentially means for you is that you are assured of quality on every count, be it the quality of study material, be it the quality of support services, be it the quality of administrative services, anything that you think of, you are assured of quality. We have completed the process of re-registration for January 2021 cycle yesterday. We are not extending the last date because we also want to dispatch the study material very fast and start the process of academic counseling and other support. So 31st March was the last date. Last date will take another 15 days to kind of process all the applications that we have received, clear the portal, reset the portal for the new session. Important announcement that I would like to make here is that we are going to hold our 34th convocation on 15th of April. Now, considering the current situation in the country where the coronavirus infections are again on the rise, though we don't know what trajectory it would take, we are being cautious. The convocation will be held in virtual mode. You can register for the convocation. The website is open for registration. So if you have completed your program, you have received your grade card and provisional certificate, and if you have received a communication, If you are eligible for award of degree during 34th convocation, please register for the convocation so that you can get the degree at the earliest.
The submission of assignment date is also extended.
That is a very important thing.
Because those who are enrolled students pursuing different programs, for this assignment submission earlier was 31st of March. Now it is extended up to 30th April
Okay. That will give them additional
2021.
time to complete.
So
their
you are
assignments.
been given some additional time to prepare and submit it. And the submission of the assignments, as usual, will have to be do it at the regional center, study centers, and the regional center, and the mode as it exists earlier also. You can submit it face to face directly to the study centers or regional centers, or you can submit it through the email for which the concerned regional centers are given the information on their respective website. So you please see the website of your regional center, and in which there are some guidelines for submission of the assignments through face-to-face to the study centers, or you can submit it through email also. That is, handwritten assignments are to be submitted. And also, of course, the practicals are going on. Examination for this December 2020. BSc already got over. BLIS, MLIS, now this is the time that exam regional centers are organizing, and the communications have been sent to the students also. So you should not miss out. You please visit the website of the respective regional center for the details if you have left out any of the practicals components of December 2020 examination.
Many questions are also coming about a decision that the university had taken about promoting the students from first year to second year or second year to third year, interim semesters or years. Because as per the government guidelines, we had to conduct the final year or final semester examinations. Without that, no degree would be awarded. Let me spend a few minutes trying to explain to you the salient features of that notification. I'm sure you must have read it. It is available on our website, but I think it would be a good idea if we explain in a little detail. See, the university could not conduct the term and examination in June 2020 because there was complete lockdown. No institution in the country was able to do that. So all those students who were due to appear in the term and examination to be conducted in June 2020, if they were students of first year of a bachelor degree program, we promoted them to second year, which means that they will not be required to appear in the examination of first year courses. Similarly, those who were in the second year, those who were supposed to take the second year courses, they were promoted to third year. But this does not mean that there was any exemption in submission of assignments. If you were a student, if you were supposed to take the first year examination in June 2020, you have to submit the assignments of every single course of first year. Number one. Now, how will your term and result be declared for first year courses? When you appear in your second year courses, the result of second year courses will be mapped with your first year courses, and your result will be declared accordingly, which means that you have to submit the assignments of first year courses, you have to submit the assignment of second year courses, you have to appear in all the examination of second year courses, then only your result of first year will be declared. Okay. It would have been decided to give you clean exemption, no assignment submission, no examination appearance, you go to second year, you go to third year, you get your degree. But that would raise a question about the validity and sanctity of the degree. It also applies to semester-based programs. Results of preceding or succeeding semester will be taken into account to declare the result of the courses for which you were supposed to appear in June 2020. Why the marks of assignment of June 20 session are not yet updated? Marks of only 2 of my assignments are updated and I had submitted the 4. Ria, this is just a matter of time. The data is being processed and if you have submitted your assignment, they will get updated. I don't think there is any reason to worry on that count. Asked why our study material haven't been sent to our regional centers. Pratik, we follow multimodal approach for distribution of material. To some students we send directly from headquarters to save time. To some, where it is possible, we send the material to the regional centers. From there you can collect it. Grade card is full complete, so when my second year marks will be updated by promotion. As I explained, your second year result will decide your first year result. It is the other way around. Promotion does not mean how do we assign you marks for the first year. We have to have some basis. We are not going to give 100% weightage to the assignments. Assignments will have only 30% or 25% weightage as is applicable in different programs. So you will have to appear in the term and examination of second year courses. Based on that we will update your first year result. That is very, very important. Who are eligible for receiving the degree during the 34th convocation. Those who have completed their program in June 2020 or December 2019 will be counted for award of degree during the 34th convocation. So if you have received your grade card saying that you have successfully completed your program in June 2020 or December 2019, yes, you are eligible for award of degree. More than 235,000 students are going to receive their certificate and diploma and degree. That's a huge number. I congratulate all of you in advance. Will the exams be online in June 2021? No, there will be pen and paper examination, but the protocols for safety will have to be followed. We are strictly following those protocols and we expect all our examinees also to follow the protocols. No mask, no examination. We will make the seating arrangements in a manner that the social distancing norms are followed.